Hey, what's up guys? This is my 2014 Ninja zx6r 636. I just picked it up about a week ago, and it is an amazing bike. I love it to death. So a little bit of quick things about the bike. Well, before I start about the bike, this is my first bike. I know you guys are going to hate me for saying that, but it really is my first bike. Not riding, but purchase wise, this is my first bike. I have ridden my friend's 2006 636. That was my first bike I ever rode on, and I fell in love with it. As you can tell, 6 months later I have this bike, and so far it has been an amazing bike. I feel very comfortable on the bike. However, I do respect the hell out of the bike. I'm not scared of it, but like I said, I do respect the hell out of the bike. The bike has a lot of power. It will put you on your ass in no time at all. So in saying that, I always have the gear. I spent $2,000 on gear alone, and I always wear it because I am a noob, but I don't want to be a squid. But yeah, so anyway, that is that basically. Yeah, overall comments as a beginner rider, it doesn't feel heavy to me. I weigh 135, 5'5", so I'm kind of a small guy, but this bike is very well built. It feels amazing. Slow turns, high speed turns. I just took it up to the canyons this morning, and I had an absolute blast on it. Just practicing my turning and my lines with a buddy, of course. So when I purchased this bike, it came down between this bike, the 2014 Gixxer 600, and the Daytona 675 base model, not the R, but the base model. And the Gixxer was a good bike. It didn't have the traction control or the ABS that I wanted, and it was cheaper, but I didn't really personally like the headlight scheme of it. The Triumph was a beautiful bike. Again, it didn't have the traction control, but it was a beautiful bike. A little bit more aggressive than this bike, but it had more maintenance costs. Being a European bike, they just were more expensive to maintain. So then it was just this choice, the obvious choice. I'm too short for a R6, so this was clearly the winner for me. And I just overall love the looks of this bike. I mean, this is a beautiful bike in my opinion. It doesn't have a bad side at all. I've been staring at it all week. I've been dreaming about this bike, and it does not have a bad side at all. So yeah, I chose this bike, bought it brand new. I figured the money I was going to put into a used bike, might as well put a down payment on the bike that I wanted. This is my graduation present from college. I was an engineering major, so definitely wanted something fucking nice. Excuse my French, but I didn't work all these many years to get a basic, the bike I didn't want. I wanted to get the bike that I wanted, and this was the bike that I wanted, so I got it. Said fuck it, why not? Let me see. This is also going to be my daily driver, my daily rider, I should say. I didn't spend all this money just to have it in the garage, I guess. I'm going to ride this bike every day, rain, snow, or hell. I don't care. I'm going to ride it. It has traction control. That's one of the reasons why I like it, because I could ride it in the rain, just added safety and ABS, of course. So it really pays off. Let's see. Had some notes here, so forgive me for taking my time. Also, this bike has power modes. Of course, has full power, which is 100% power, and low mode, which is 80% power. And I loved it. I love having that power. I like being able to turn it on and off. When I first got the bike, of course, it was on low, but now that I got comfortable, I definitely keep it on the full mode. So you can see, I'm using my cell phone. I'm not rich enough to have a GoPro yet, but eventually I will. But you can see the power modes. Oh, wrong button. Let's see, hold it down, low, full, and traction control, 1, 2, and 3. 3 is basically full rain mode typically. off, of course, traction control off. 1 is basically track days, and 2 is city or sport mode. So now keep it in city mode, and power is full, and I feel very comfortable riding it around town. Like I said, it's only been a week. Again, I respect the hell out of the bike. I do not do wheelies on the freeway or go 100 miles an hour down the freeway or anything like that. I just ride it and at my own pace learn the bike. So that's that. Let's see what else I have here for you guys. Future plans of the, well, I should say current parts on it. Stock, of course. I added the frame sliders, of course. As soon as I bought it, I added that. And these grips, these tank grips are amazing. I highly recommend them to anybody, whether you're a track guy or canyon carver or just a city person. They feel amazing. I rode it for a couple days without them. And then I put them on and I immediately noticed the difference. I was definitely less fatigued after riding long periods of time, and it just felt better. In the turns, I felt more connected to the bike, and plus when you slam, well, if you have to slam on the brakes, your reproductive organs don't go flying against the wonderful tank pad. You have your legs to grip you and keep you in a planted position. All right. Let's see. Future plans of the bike, like I was saying, this bike is basically going to be my track bike eventually. Right now it's just my daily driver, just to get me through grad school and work. But once I'm done with graduate school, I'm definitely going to probably turn this into a track bike and buy another bike for my daily driving or riding. I love sport bikes, so it'll probably be another sport bike. S1000RR, oh yes, definitely in my eyes. But yeah, so just a slip-on, definitely a slip-on eventually. But right now, just learning the bike. Oh, I'm definitely going to get my suspension tuned by a mechanic who is an AMA mechanic. So he definitely knows what he's doing. A lot of riders around here get their suspension tuned by him. And when I say tune, get it tuned for my weight. So basically, probably soften it up a little bit. It is pretty stiff, but nothing too bad. And let me see. Some closing remarks. In conclusion, what am I writing, an essay? In closure, I would definitely recommend this bike. This bike is an amazing bike. Yeah, it is more pricey than the zx6r. It's around the same price for a Daytona, probably a little bit more actually. But you get a lot of bike. You get the extra mid-range, you get the traction control, the ABS. Who can say no to that? Who can say no to that lime green? Oh my God, that is so sexy. And it's just, man, the 636, that's all I can say about it. It's just an amazing bike. From a beginner's perspective, I do not regret my decision whatsoever. Again, I feel very confident and comfortable on this bike. I'm so glad I didn't get the Ninja 300 or 250. Like I said, I've been riding my friend's 636 for a few months before I bought this bike, and I felt comfortable on that bike, so that's why I said, forget it, I'm going to just get another 636. I did do the motorcycle safety course as well, finished top in my class. I'm a quick learner, and I just love riding. It comes natural to me. So yeah, I would definitely recommend this to anybody, daily rider or track rider. I ride it to work and to school, and I absolutely love it. Gets great gas mileage. I think I'm averaging around 40 miles per gallon. Could be doing a little bit better, but I am breaking it in, so my revs are kind of high, then low, then medium, then high, then low, because I'm breaking it in. But as soon as I start basically driving it at a constant RPM speed, and at a lower RPM speed, the gas mileage should go up. But I'm not complaining about the gas mileage at all. Miles per gallon, this is definitely the best buy. God, ask any rider how many miles per gallon do they get, and they probably won't be able to tell you because there's so many. This bike has plenty of power. It will take me forever to grow into this bike. I will not grow old, or grow old. I will grow old. I will not grow out of this bike. This bike will last me years and years and years. Where if I got a 300, I probably would have outgrown that bike, probably on the way home from the dealer. But not to, you know, throw any 300s under the bus. They're great bikes, great for beginners. I'm a beginner, but I just wanted something I could not grow out of in 3 weeks, and this is my bike. I love the hell out of this bike. Let's see. Again, it's just an overall blast to ride. I recommend it. Parts are pretty plentiful. It is a Japanese bike, so you can definitely find parts for it anywhere online. God, even Redzilla has parts for it, so it's plenty of parts for it out there. Yeah, if you guys have any other questions, or if I forget to say anything from a beginner's perspective, again, I'm not an expert. I've only been riding sports bike for a couple months, but from a beginner's perspective, this is an amazing bike. I love it, and I didn't see too many reviews about a beginner rider. Everybody was really good riders in reviewing this bike, and they're saying good things about it, so I was curious about a beginner. And so for those of you who are interested in getting a 600 bike, hopefully this review was helpful for you guys. I'm not saying that everybody should go out and just buy a 600. I'm saying if you have the self-control and the maturity and the ability to control your throttle hand and to go at your own pace and don't try to show off from your friends, then a 600 might be for you. So again, if you have any questions, leave it in the comments. And yeah, I would start it, but and forget it. Why not? I don't care about these neighbors anyway. So yeah, nothing too special. It's all stock. Let's see how many miles I have. Let's see. That's at 430 miles. Holy crap. I ride the hell out of this bike. 430 miles in a couple of days. Not even a week yet, I don't think. So yeah, give it a little rev for you guys. Again, I don't want to go too loud right now. I'm kind of in a public parking lot, but who cares, I guess. Yeah, that's it. Got any questions? Leave it in the comments. Other than that, keep the rubber side down. Peace.